If you're clicking on this video and you're wondering where your tax refund is, well then you're in the right place. In today's video, I'm going to be walking you through how to use the IRS's Where's My Refund tool so that you can track and find out where your status of your refund is and know exactly when to expect your money. Hey, what's up guys? My name is Chase and this is a Penny Pincher's Guide to Personal Finance. Hit that like and subscribe button so that you can get more videos like this, help you get your money back in your pocket fast. All right, let's jump right into it. So what is the IRS's Where's My Refund tool and what can I do with this? Well, the IRS Where's My Refund tool is an online service that lets you check the status of your federal tax refund, as well as let you know of any other details that might be needed once you submit your refund. It's one of the fastest and easiest ways to find out what the IRS has processed on your return and where your refund is along the way of the whole process. You can also use this tool 24/7 and it updates once every 24 hours, and usually this will happen overnight. So don't go clicking over on it multiple times throughout the day just to find out and see if there's a change. It really is a overnight process. So when can you check your refund status? Well, before you jump onto the website, here's what you need to do to start checking your refund status and the details that you will need to have. If you filed electronically, you need to wait at least 24 hours after the IRS has accepted your return before trying to check it on the website. If you mailed in a paper return, you should be waiting about 4 weeks before you go online and check that on the website. And if you did claim the earned income tax or an additional child tax credit, then your refund may not be processed until mid-March due to IRS regulations. So don't go on there and just keep clicking the refresh button until you've met these time frames. All right, let's walk you through how to use this tool step by step. All right, step number 1 is that you're going to need to go to the website. Head to irs.gov/refund. I'll leave the link down below in the description so that it'll give you a little bit easier pathway to get to that website. All right, step number 2 is that you need to go ahead and gather your information. You'll need 3 key pieces of information to be able to find out where your refund is. All right, the first one is going to be your social security number or your individual taxpayer identification number, your ITIN. Number 2 is going to be filing your status. If you're single, if you're married, filing jointly, if you're head of the household, etc. You just need to know what your filing status was so that you can put that information on the website. And then number 3 is going to be the exact amount of your refund from your tax return. And now when I say exact, that really does come down to the penny because that's how they'll use it to find your specific return. All right, so step 3 of the process of finding out where your refund is that you need to enter your information. All the things that we just talked about in step 2, you need to go on there and then you need to type in your details exactly as they appear on your tax return and make sure that this part is exact. Any small mistakes could cause an error and might cause issues finding out where your return is. All right, step number 4 is going to be checking your status. Once you hit submit, the tool will then show you one of 3 statuses. All right, number 1 is going to be return received. This means that the IRS has your return and that it is being processed and it's moving through their normal IRS process. Number 2 is that the refund could be approved. This means that your refund has been approved. It's on the way back to you to your bank account. Step number 3 is going to be that your refund was sent, and this means that your refund has been sent to your bank or has been mailed to your address and should be there in a matter of time. Now that you know that the statuses are, what do you do with this information and what do you do if your refund is delayed? Well, if it's been more than 21 days since you did file an e-file or 6 weeks since you mailed in your return and your status still hasn't changed, then there could be a delay associated with that. And there are a few different reasons on why they would actually have a delay, and I'm going to hit on some of the most common reasons for delays. The first one is that you could have had an error on your tax return, and so it's taking longer for the IRS to look through it to determine if there's any additional refund appropriate. Maybe there needs to be an adjustment, and they're going to be going on there and letting you know, or that you need to just go back and review your taxes and ensure that there wasn't an error associated with that. One of the other most common ones is that there could be missing documents, and so if there's additional documents that are not there, that might delay their ability to get your refund back to you. Another one is that if your identity verification issues might not be appropriate. If they didn't fully identify you or didn't verify your current situation, then that might lead to a delay in getting your refund back. And then also, the IRS might be backlogged. So if that's the case, there's not much that you can really do besides wait for that return to come through, but that is always a possibility that they are just a little bit behind and there's nothing we can do about that. So if the tool does say that you need to contact the IRS, be ready with your tax tax return and your information when you call. That will help speed along the process and get any questions they might have that might then facilitate you getting your refund a little bit faster. If you have made it this far in this video, then you may be having some extra questions associated with it past what we've already talked about. Here are a few of the most commonly asked questions that come up when we're trying to find out where our refund is. All right, question number one is going to be, how often does this tool update? We did talk about this a little bit earlier, but the tool will update about once every 24 hours. Usually this is overnight. And so even though if it can be a little bit nerve-wracking not knowing where your refund is, or you might be wanting to use that money towards something else, there is no need to be hitting that refresh button because it's going to happen once every day. All right, question number two is going to be, what if I don't see any updates? Well, then don't panic. It can take time for the IRS to process the return, especially during peak season. Like I said earlier, there could be an IRS backlog, and so it just might take a little bit extra time than what we talked about earlier in the video just to get your refund back to you. And then the third one is going to be, can I check my state refund on this website? And the answer is going to be no. You'll need to visit your state tax website to check the status of your state return. Online on the IRS Where's My Refund tool is going to be specifically for your federal refund. With that, here are my final tips for your refund. Make sure that you're entering the exact amount of the refund down to the dollar, because that's one of the issues might be having with the website and having issues finding your return. Number two is going to be, use the IRS To Go mobile app to check your refund on the go. If you're able to do this on your phone, it's going to make it way easier. So download that app and help facilitate your refund that way. And then number three is going to be, avoid calling the IRS unless you really need to, or unless the tool specifically tells you to do that. If they're already backlogged and they're getting a lot of calls in, then that might affect the return and how long it takes to get back to your pocket. So tracking your refund doesn't have to be a guessing game. The IRS Where's My Refund tool really makes it that simple to stay updated on your money and find out where everything is. Now, if you found this video to be helpful, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, hit that notification bell, because we'll be putting out more videos just like this to help you get some more money in your pocket and give you some more tax tips. If you have any questions, then I recommend dropping them down in the comments down below. I'm always here to help, and we want to give you the most up-to-date information possible. Thanks for watching, and remember that we are here from your first penny to your first million. We'll see you next time.